Well, a lot of parents are digging deeper into their pockets to send their kids to camp this summer. The American Camp Association says the average day camp costs around $87 a day. But that can vary widely across the country. On Your Side's Christine Lazar joins us now with ways to save. And I mean, this is always such a huge expense for parents every summer.
Yeah, and take that $87, multiply it by 2 or 3 in my case,
Yes.
You know, parents who have 4 kids. And it's not just for your kids to be entertained during the summer. For many of us, I know you remember that,
Yes.
I still deal with it. It's also our childcare.
Yes.
So camp costs in 2023 were up about 12% from the year prior, this according to Activity Hero. And when you go back to pre-pandemic prices, costs are up a whopping 51%.
These kind of juices for moms.
Thank you.
With spring break now behind New Jersey mom Jamie Adursky, the countdown is on for summer.
Buckle up. I don't think fun.
The copywriter who relies on camp for childcare made this popular TikTok.
How much is camp? Oh, that's $5,000. $5,000?
After struggling with how to get into, much less afford, summer programs for her 2 kids, ages 4 and 8.
What are we going to do today?
Adursky says even costs for her neighborhood rec center have become too pricey, jumping at least 10% each summer the past few years, with spots snatched up as early as January.
It's something that's kept me up at night thinking about, well, what am I going to do with my kids for the summer? And I've kind of cobbled together a plan, but it's still not enough.
So why is it so competitive to get into camp these days?
Families that were not engaged in camp before the pandemic are now interested in camp for their children. Every parent realizes now how important it is that kids have a summer learning program.
Tom Rosenberg heads the American Camp Association, a nonprofit representing about 15,000 camps in the U.S. He says prices are set a year out.
Many industries are impacted by inflation, and camp is no exception. Every cost of business that camps have across the board really have gone up substantially.
Rosenberg says it's worth parents asking about financial aid, which many camps provide, along with payment plans. Civic organizations also often offer scholarships. And don't forget the Child and Dependent Care Tax Credit, which could offset up to $3,000 of summer camp costs per child. This year, Adursky says she's enrolling her son in a science camp, but keeping it mostly to half days, spread throughout the summer.
Seeing him come home and being excited about something and learning something new, that is, of course, the ultimate goal for any parent. Camp can be a huge part of that experience. I just wish that there were more options available for everybody.
And if you're finding it difficult to land a spot in a camp right now, don't despair. There are always spots that unexpectedly open up as things change. So stay in touch with the camp organizers. The American Camp Association also has a great online tool to help find a program near you. Just keep in mind, and as you probably know, if you're a parent, time is of the essence at this point. And it is very nerve-wracking. But I always tell people too, when it comes to open enrollment, look to see if your employer has an FSA, a flexible spending account. I do that. You can put up to, I think, $5,000 in it, and that's tax-free money that comes right out of your paycheck that you can then use toward camp costs or childcare costs. So at least, it lessens the blow a little bit when you know that it's tax-free money paying for it.
I needed to hear that a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I missed it. All right, Christine, thanks so much.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.